When, what did you make of that match, especially Hazrat's block?
Yeah, I think obviously in the field, firstly, I think we gave too many runs. I think, you know, it's obviously one of those grounds where even miss hits go for sixes, and you know, when you have Chris Gale there, one of the biggest hitters in the world, and he obviously came off, I think he hit 10 sixes in his innings. And then for us, you know, after the power play, I still felt like we could get really close. Obviously, Hazrat's 6 sixes there was always something special for him personally, but you know, 20 runs short, and I think that probably showed where, you know, if we had kept them down to probably 220, we could still have, you know, chased it down.
What do you think made the difference in the pitch today? Because last few days we've seen teams struggle while batting second, but today the ball seemed to be coming onto the bat and seemed to be much better than previous.
Yeah, I think looking at this strip particularly today, it looked better than the one yesterday. I think yesterday's one was maybe a little bit slower, where it was obviously difficult to hit. You know, change of pace was, you know, tricky. Whereas on this wicket here today, it just seemed obviously under lights, it just skidded on a little bit more. But still, having said that, you know, I think 240, if you're going to chase that, you might do it one in, you know, 20 games.
And Hazrat's not, he's been a revelation at this tournament, hasn't he? What have you guys been feeling him?
Yeah, I'm obviously really happy for him. I think, you know, when I watched him in the first net session, I was impressed. And I spoke to Rashid about him as well, and you know, Rash told me that, you know, back in the domestic scene, he smashes it everywhere. So it's nice to obviously see him do that here on a, you know, platform where, you know, people can actually see his talent. And for us, it's just giving him freedom to just express himself and just play his, you know, natural game. I think, you know, in 2020 cricket, we want people to just express themselves, and you know, Hazrat's done that so far.
The game's coming so thick and fast. Is it easier or tougher to get over losses?
I think you can look at it both ways. I think if you're doing well, it's probably good that you're, you know, playing consistently, and by the same token, if you're struggling a little bit, you actually probably want to have, you know, a few days in between where you can practice and work on, you know, certain skills. But I think, you know, everyone's professional, and you know, you just have to deal with whatever comes next. I think we've got one day off now, and then we, you know, play on Tuesday again, and you know, we've got 2 games left before the, you know, playoffs. So I think we have to win at least one game to make sure that we qualify.
Okay, yeah, one more. But from is, do you think this 244 is a new score? So do you think there was a pressure for this score, and so was struggling for this?
Yeah, I think it was always going to be one of those totals where if we could get a lot in the power play, which we managed to do, we could get close to it. You know, it was going to be one of those things where you probably needed one guy at the top of the order and maybe one guy down at the bottom to, you know, strike at 200 plus. Unfortunately, once we lost Hazrat, you know, he was probably the one guy after getting 60 off about 20 balls or something like that we felt we could still be there. But yeah, I think personally 240 was going to be too much. I think if it was around 220, you know, it would have been closer. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks, guys.